Hey, what's up everybody? 8-Bit Flashback here.
In today's video, I'll be covering a lot of history about the Sega Channel, and I will also be demonstrating a ROM hack I've been working on, which converts a Christmas-themed Sega Channel demo into a 5-in-1 multi-ROM with playable games. The Sega Channel was an online gaming service for the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive consoles, developed by Sega and launched on December 14th of 1994. The service was provided to customers through cable providers such as Time Warner. Here's a breakdown of how the process worked. Sega would produce monthly content for the Sega Channel and store it on CDs. The data contained on these discs was then transferred to Sega Channel computers and servers located in Denver, Colorado. From there, the data was then uplinked to the Galaxy 7 satellite, where the data could then be sent to numerous satellite receivers at the cable companies. The data received was then transcoded with special hardware, then finally broadcasted with special frequencies to avoid signal interference via coaxial cables to Sega Channel adapters at the subscribers' homes. For a monthly subscription fee of $14.95, subscribers would receive a Sega Channel adapter that plugged into the cartridge slot of the Sega Genesis. The service provided unlimited access to around 50 games, which were rotated monthly with a new set. The games could be selected by the use of an on-screen menu, which had numerous themes with a variety of backgrounds and music for different categories. New themes would also be applied every month, with special themes for holidays such as Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, and more. After choosing a game to play from the menu, it would begin downloading from the cable provider, which took around 1 minute. Once downloaded, the game could be played just like the retail version, and would remain loaded on the console until powering off. The Sega Channel adapter contained no permanent memory, so anytime the power was cycled, everything would be erased, including the menu. And the adapter only contained 4 megabytes of DRAM memory, so larger games such as Super Street Fighter II would have to be trimmed down to 4 megabytes in order to work. The Sega Channel at its peak had around 250,000 subscribers in the United States, and the service lasted until July 31st of 1998, which was quite an accomplishment, especially since the 16-bit era was well past its prime, and the 128-bit Dreamcast would be released later that same year in Japan. Upon the ending of the Sega Channel service, anyone trying to use the Sega Channel adapters would simply just be greeted with a screen saying your adapter is not receiving signal. This ultimately made the adapters useless, and some cable companies even asked for the equipment to be returned or fees would be issued. From this point in time, the Sega Channel was considered dead and would only exist in memories until 2009, when a set of Sega Channel developer discs were found from an IRS liquidation sale from a Bay Area company during the dot-com bust. The developer data found contained many demos and software for creating the Sega Channel. The demos included were used to test how the Sega Channel menus would operate and look, including various themes, music, and a game list. But sadly, these demos do not have any playable games. They just contain a menu that simulates the Sega Channel. But now, with the process of what's known as ROM hacking, it is possible to make games playable with these Sega Channel demos. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been working on a ROM hack for this Sega Channel demo being displayed on the screen, which has a file name of 1294 demo. With this ROM hack, I've been able to successfully make 5 games playable with this Christmas-themed demo. They can be played on a few emulators, such as Genesis Plus Gx, which I have running on my modded Sega Genesis Mini console, along with my Mini Sega Channel Adapter, which is USB powered and connects to my Genesis with a custom modded USB port inside the cartridge slot. And I do have some more plans for the future to add a bunch more playable games to this demo, but more custom coding and special mapping will be required to achieve extending past 4 megabytes. I was able to hack this demo by using a few decompiling and debugging methods to find suitable entry points, which then allowed me to redirect the demo to a multi-ROM bootloader which loads the games. To figure out how to do this, I did a lot of research about ROM hacking in various online forums, and I also learned a lot from studying a few hacking techniques used by a programmer and YouTuber by the name of Billy Time, who I'd like to give a huge thanks to. Billy Time has been working on a project called Sega Channel Revival, and he has successfully hacked an earlier prototype of the Sega Channel named Demo Number 4, and he has done some really amazing work with this project, so be sure to go check out his channel, and a link will be down below. So this demo features the same exact BIOS loading screen that was used on the original Sega Channel adapters. So currently, I have 5 games working, and I'll show a little bit of gameplay for each one. The games that work will have a dash at the beginning and end of the game title name, as you can see here with Christmas Sonic, which is a special hack of Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Now if I press the start button, that'll take me to a description screen. This fast-paced Sonic game is full of Christmas spirit. Happy holidays, surprise cheats enabled. Enjoy. The Sega Channel is now unlocked. From this point, I have 2 choices. I can select Christmas Sonic, or reset the Sega Channel by moving the red cursor and pressing start. Now normally, what would happen with this demo before being hacked is it would just reset and start over. But as you can see here, Sonic is now working. With this version of Sonic, there is a very cool Christmas theme, and there's also a few cheats enabled, such as extra rings and infinite power-ups. With these cheats, I was able to rack up well over 20 lives within just a few rounds. So there will be a download for this Sega Channel hack down below in the description. It will include 5 games: Christmas Sonic, Home Alone Plus, Turbo Outrun Enhanced, Ghostbusters Plus, and Altered Beast Enhanced. This ROM is 4 megabytes in size and works best with using Retroarch for a front end, along with the Genesis Plus Gx emulator. So with this particular ROM hack, I can do the same exact thing with other Sega Channel demos as well. It's just a matter of finding a suitable entry point inside the demos that can be redirected to a multi-ROM bootloader, which then loads the games. And here's a tip for you. When using this ROM with Retroarch, it's best to create a safe state at the main menu. That way you can navigate back to the menu with ease whenever you need to. Because once you load a game such as Sonic, if you try to reset the game from the Retroarch menu, it will just reset the current game you're playing. Now let's move on to the next game, Home Alone Plus, which has dashes at the beginning and end to indicate that this game is playable. Cheats enabled. Kevin McAllister defends his home from those bumbling crooks, Marv and Harry. Yikes. With some of the games, alternate text may show up, such as this test drive message, which can be skipped at any time by pressing start. Test drive games allowed you to try out special or new games coming out, but only allowed 20 minutes of gameplay. But no worries, you can play this Home Alone Plus as long as you desire. So here's a look at the bootloader menu with all 5 games preloaded plus the reset. This bootloader was extracted from a generic 32-in-1 cartridge that I dumped to my computer. So there is 32 ROM or game slots in total inside this menu, but the Sega Channel takes up 2 slots, and all the slots past 4 megabyte require more programming to work properly, so there's just a bunch of empty slots for now until I can finish. But this gives you an example of how many games it is capable of playing. Now it is possible to play this hacked ROM on the original Sega Genesis, but it would require using the same chipset used on the 32-in-1 cartridge that I extracted the bootloader from, because it's capable of bank switching in a different manner than most of the standard ROM chips. Another possibility could be some sort of bank mapping patch to allow this ROM to work with the Mega Drive, and I have been in contact with Crix about this topic for a possible fix, and I even sent him the bootloader to review. So with this bootloader menu, I can program it to where it only displays 1 game at a time, as demonstrated with Christmas Sonic. But my thoughts were maybe to have it load all the games for each specific category. For example, if I choose to play a test drive game from the menu and select it, it will load all the test drive games at the same time for ease of access. So with this version of Home Alone, there's quite a few cheats enabled, such as increased weapon damage, more traps, and a higher jump. Most of the Home Alone games are awful, but the Sega Genesis version is much better in my opinion. It actually kind of follows the storyline of the movie. Marv and Harry are trying to rob the neighborhood, and Kevin is trying to save it, with numerous traps and weapons. And with these cheats enabled, you can really put a hurting on Marv and Harry. And I will be putting together a full walkthrough or playthrough of this version of Home Alone here soon on my channel. So right here, I'm about to catch Marv with a torch, and now he's toast. And now I'm going to use my snowball gun and turn Marv and Harry into snowmen. So there's all kinds of cool weapons and traps you can use to defeat these bumbling crooks. Hey, that kind of looks like Buzz's spider. You have saved the neighborhood, Kevin. The citizens and police commend you. Rank Awesome Crook Catcher. Okay, next game up is Turbo Outrun Enhanced, which is just a color-enhanced version of the original game. You are in a Ferrari race car driving across the USA. Hone your skills and hope to become the best. This game kind of reminds me of Rad Racer, except the graphics are quite a bit better. Next up is Ghostbusters Plus. Who you gonna call? Peter, Egon, and Raymond are back, ready to save the world from ghosts and goblins. So this is a color-enhanced version with cheats enabled, such as a higher weapon count, higher life, and more money. And even with all these cheats enabled, this is still kind of a difficult game. But I am getting better at it, and I'm having fun while doing so. It actually has some decent gameplay, and the graphics look pretty cool as well. And this game even features Slimer, which I was unable to trap. And here is the last game, Altered Beast Plus. The god Zeus has resurrected you to rescue his daughter from the evil Pluto. If you are successful, Zeus will grant you your fondest wish. And this is a color-enhanced version. Altered Beast is such a classic, and every time he powers up, I still think it's awesome. Okay, it's now time for me to go, but I'm going to leave you with a quick preview of another mod I've been working on for the actual Sega Channel Adapter. If you liked this video, if you could hit that like button, and please subscribe. And have yourself a great day, and I'll see you next time.